You don't fall out of love with an avoidant. You get drained until love feels like labor. Staying with an avoidant is the lowest breakup you'll ever survive. Let's be honest, staying with an avoidant is psychological self-harm dressed as loyalty. Because you don't just date an avoidant, you emotionally finance their detachment until it bankrupts your peace. It always starts the same way. You think you've met someone calm, grounded, mature, but that calm, that low drama energy, that's emotional emptiness. You just don't see it yet. At first you love their peace, then you start realizing that peace costs you your own. Staying with an avoidant is a slow torture. They'll love bomb you in the beginning, just long enough to make you believe that they're safe. Then they pull away, not because you change, but because connection feels like pressure. You'll start over-explaining normal needs, begging for basic effort, questioning your tone before sending a text. You'll say, I just need reassurance, and they'll say, why are you always so emotional? That's not love, that's conditioning. They'll slowly make you associate affection with anxiety. And the longer you stay, the more you start mistaking numbness for peace. You'll go from wanting them to just wanting them to stop hurting you. You'll wake up one morning and realize you've been walking on eggshells for months. You're scared to start conversations. You rehearse sentences so they won't shut down. You avoid your own truth because there's always overrules it. You remember the first few months, how they laughed, how they held you like home. Now it's like living with a stranger who's allergic to emotion. You apologize just to keep peace that never stays. And when you finally pull back to protect yourself, they act confused. They'll say you're distant lately, as if they didn't spend months training you to disappear in your own relationship. That's the part that makes you hate them. Not because you stopped loving them, but because they made you stop loving yourself while trying to keep them. You start realizing it's not even arguments anymore. It's emotional avoidance disguised as logic. They'll say, I just need space. No, they need control. They'll say, I don't want to fight. No, they just don't want to face accountability. Every time you try to connect, they treat you like a problem that needs solving, not a person that needs loving. And that's when the resentment starts building. You stop texting first, you stop checking in, you stop caring. You don't even want closure anymore, you just want quiet. That's date them till you hate them. They drain you until apathy feels like freedom. Here's the truth, you don't hate and avoid it because they changed. You hate them because you ignored the version of you they killed slowly. You keep trying to prove your worth to someone who only feels safe when you stop asking for love. You beg from communication from someone who sees feelings as confrontation. And you waited for reciprocity from someone who calls effort pressure. That's why people who stay with an avoidant don't leave angry, they leave empty. You can't hate what's hollow, you just get tired of trying to fill it. You don't date an avoidant, you survive one. And by the time you leave, you're not crying over them, you're grieving a version of yourself that kept trying to prove you were worth staying for.